Hello everyone, this is Prashant Shahane. I'm a co-founder and director of Occult Studio based in Mumbai. I've been working from last 18 years in this industry. It was quite a overwhelming journey till now. I got a chance to work with well-known studios in Mumbai. At the same time, I got a chance to work on various kind of projects in various kind of formats and various kind of areas. I worked in animation, I worked on VFX films, I worked on advertisements. At the same time, I worked in a architectural background as well. Throughout all these 18 years, I always enjoy my journey learning new things and understanding the art. People around me have always been my inspiration and motivation. I've been blessed with a lot of good people around me. A lot of them are from JJ, a lot of them are from FTI, and I always seek to learn a thing from them. At the same time, there are a lot of international studios doing some good stuff. I always amazed to see a good advertisement or a good film work done by a lot of international studios, and that kept me motivating all the time. When I see a quality of work being fetched in India currently, I'm really amazed to see the kind of work we are doing. And I think that kept me motivating every time and now. I try to achieve some of the styles which have been worked internationally. I'm trying to do that in India and try to see how can we explore in those kind of areas as well. So I think it's people around me and the work which is happening around me motivates me and inspires me every time and now. As a startup, we are struggling. We are just trying to set our feet in the market. We're trying to understand the market. As my experience counts, we have an advertising client base. But as we are approaching towards a film, we're finding it a little difficult, but eventually we'll reach it there. There are already a lot of biggies are there. And trying to be in that race, it's quite a challenge for us. So we're just trying to get in our pace and trying to move in the right direction to be in the right place. I think challenges will always be there. It's that you need to understand how you're going to tackle them. And I think me and my team is getting it ready to tackle those kind of challenges, and we are ready to face the industry. The current scenario of industry is pretty well, apart from this corona thing. But if you guys have seen, in last maybe 5 years or 6 years, a lot of international studios are coming in India. So I think there is a growth. There is a path where people can go and follow their dreams. People always wanted to go abroad and do work in international studios, but now it's happening in India. So I think if you ask me, it's good. It's not that bad, but then we need to understand the circumstances around the work, around the budgets, and there are a lot of different things which are happening right now. But overall, if you ask me, I think industry is doing good. It's just due to this COVID-19, things are a little slow, but I think eventually we'll catch up on all those things again. Again, there are like a lot of different formats out there. Like OTT platform is booming up. So I think there is a major amount of growth in that area as well. People are doing web series, and there are a lot of things like Amazon Prime, Netflix. So I think the opportunities are growing. So yeah, the industry is going to be smooth for next at least maybe 6 to 7 years. As a leader, when we take any decision, to overcome any issues in our studio, or like a new startup, it's always a challenge for us. When we started the studio, that time also we had faced many challenges. And as a leader, I try to be very positive when I take decisions. We don't rush in any things. We always try to be slow and steady, because then you get a chance to think about things, and then you can take a right decision at right time. Because some things are a little uncertain, and then you kind of tend to do a lot of mistakes, and then end of the day you have to suffer a lot. So as a leader, I really want to be focused and take my decisions wisely. So I would suggest everyone to be a little slow and study, and then go forward with your own decisions and own gut feelings. I think yeah, it's a good time for new startups. Don't rush things. I can just advise them, don't rush things. Uh, Find the work and then figure it out the resources. I don't like, I'm in a different zone already. That, you hire people and then fire them. It doesn't make sense. Like, find the amount of work where you can feed your artist, and then proceed with that situation. It's a very simple calculation. You have to, plan things for a year or maybe two, and then you jump into a situation where you go and, first find the talent which can produce the amount of work which you want, and the quality of work which you want, and then figure it out, the place where you want to set up things, and then, all those financial things. But I really want to suggest that go slow and steady on this, because expansion is very easy, but sustainability is again a question. When it comes to survival, yeah, it's a good question of sustainability. I think when we started the studio, we have figured out few things before we start. Uh, we have kept our resources limited, so we've always been in a smaller team. So, and like for example, we have a lot of generalists, so that saves our a lot of cost in terms of hiring departmental wise guys. So while planning this business, we have done some smart movements, like hiring a journalist, and then keeping the team short and smart. Uh, Use the premises wisely. Then systems, then render engines and all that. So we have considered everything, so that we can finish the projects in timeline. So I think many times, like we choose some different kind of projects. Like at times we do 2D animatics, at times we do 3D animatics. At the same time, we do a lot of ad commercials also. So it's a balance out thing. At times you have to do some good work with decent amount, but at the same time you have to do some quantity work to keep your team sustainable, and then to progress them. So it's, at the end of the day, it's a mix of both. It's a merger of both things. So you have to keep sure that your money is coming, and then at the same time you're doing some good work which makes you happy, and your team makes it like feel better that we are doing some good stuff also. So they should not also feel that it's a factory kind of thing. So I think we're more focused on quality, and at the same time quantity where it's needed. The kind of services we provide are quite limited. So we are into 2D animatics, 3D animatics, 2D animation, 3D animation. We do advertising, and recently we have started a small division of VFX. So I think we are pretty much on the path of it, following towards the film. It will take some time. We just have started a roto department. We have collaborated with few guys for tracking and paint. So I think we are moving slowly. There are targets which we have decided, but then yeah, it's gonna be a little slow and steady movement. Uh, at the same time, about the competition, yes, there is like a lot of competition in Mumbai itself. There are different studios, there are a lot of big studios, there are a lot of small studios, there are freelancers. So amongst this, you have to be, you have to be best. You have to have some kind of a USP for yourself. So I think our USP is that we are pretty fast and like at the same time we try to deliver the quality in given time with the given budget. It's a mixture of thing for us, and I think we are pretty much open for it. And about the competition, I think we have a competition with ourselves. We always seek for good projects, and then when we do that project, next project should be better than the earlier one. I think that's what my team understand, and I think that makes us more competitive than others because we always try to compete with ourselves. About the future plans, for next couple of years, we might grow our team from 20 to maybe 30 or 40. But we really want to hire people when we have potential amount of. We don't want to rush things. We really don't want to take any wrong steps unnecessarily. Mistakes will happen, definitely. We are human beings, so I think we are pretty much clear about our next 5-year plan, what we are going to do, where we are going to land up. And according to that, we are actually working towards that. We are not rushing things seriously, but at the same time, we are aggressive in terms of working. As a professional journey, I always kept my milestones. When I started when I started as a trainee, I always wanted to learn and reach to a certain level, and then learn something new, and then reach to another level. So all these 18 years, it's always been a milestone, bits and pieces. When we started the studio, we have some plans for it. We have set some milestones, and I think we are actually driving towards that. The various kind of challenges we have faced as a professional. At times, it's when I was an artist. At times, I used to face problems of deadlines. Then there's a complexity of shots, not enough system support. All these problems were always around. But when I have started my own studio, the problems were different. When I was an artist, there is a set of problems. When I become an entrepreneur or a co-founder of a studio, the set of problems were changed. I had to think about my artist. I always believe that the company should be more of an artist oriented. Management is always there, but then the people who grow your company is those guys, and you have to take care of them. Then all the problems will get tackled. So day to day we have a lot of problems. Systems are not working, softwares, we need to upgrade things. So all these problems arises every time and now, and I think we are slowly addressing it. Whenever it's possible. Those challenges will always be there, and I think we have been consistent in facing those challenges and knocking it down. So I think it's pretty much there. It's just that you have to be positive always and face those challenges instead of running away from them. I think that makes more sense. And I think my entire team is there to support us for any kind of challenges, whether it's a project, whether it's a budget, whether it's money or anything. So I think we are ready for it. So as I mentioned before also that we are serving into advertising, we are going towards the film, we are already doing a lot of 3D animatics and stuff. Due to various competition, at times it gets a little difficult. But then again, there is a lot of work in the market, and I think you have to be there at the right time at the right place. And I think there's no equation for that, like there's no fixed calculation to that. Your one good work will give you, like 10 different kind of work. So I think my focus is that, and I always keep telling my team also that, whatever work we do, we have to do it best. So that, on that basis, we'll get some good work from a client. And then, you have to keep developing yourself so that, eventually clients also have a different window to see that what all you can do. And I think that will, solve the purpose of you developing your team, and at the same time you're getting the projects which you guys have already been trained. So it's a weird calculation, you can say that. I believe in that, like you have to always keep yourself updated about the technology, and then you just experiment on that and then share with people. I think, for me, it's like serving a different kind of food to everyone, and it's gonna be it's a tough task, but then you can't give up on things. So I think that makes more, and as you know that we are in a service industry, so you can't deny the fact that you have to deliver stuff on time and in budgets. I was a student at that time, and there was very less material available at that time. But then now there is a major amount of material available to learn. Before you get into industry, I would suggest that do your preparations. This is a big industry. This is like there is a massive scope of work in this. There are different streams. Like there's animation, there's VFX, there's gaming, there's comics, and different things are there. Students who are good at technical things, they can absorb themselves into technical tasks. People who are good in art, they can absorb themselves into art. So I think you have a pretty much a good choice to get into. Again, the question is that who will give chance to freshers? I think it's your work which is going to break through all this. When you do your work, focus on doing one job instead of 100 jobs. Do one or two particular things very precisely, and I think then you present them in a very good manner. Then I think you can break through that. I've seen a lot of students struggling to do simple things, but then nowadays there is a lot of material available on internet apart from your faculties. Faculties have a very limited time to teach you guys, but self-development is something which you need to figure it out. And I think I can advise all the students, to focus on self-development, because it is very necessary to do your own studies, understand the things. Your faculties can teach you, up to a mark, and then after that you have to take it forward. I think, it makes more sense to develop your own things and understand the situation and focus on what you want to do. About the showreel, I'll be very short and sweet on that. I really want you guys to focus on the content. Don't put quantity of work, just put a quality of work. Make a showreel of around 1.5 minutes, or max to max 2 minutes, not more than that. Put your best in the first, don't keep everything, to surprise us at the end. If you're not able to engage in that reel for first 15 seconds, then you're not able to see the entire reel. So I think it's better to keep your best in the first, and then walk through us into that entire reel. You really need to focus on the content. I'm telling you again. People spend more time on putting their name with a lot of effects and all that. Don't do that. Make it very simple. Put it in a simple manner, and then just focus on the areas of expertise. Like if you're a modeler, put some good modeling reel, some good models like character, maybe quadrupeds or something like that. Lighting artist should put some kind of indoor lights, outdoor lights. Compositor should keep some kind of a compositing where he's compositing fire with footage and all that. So I think there's a lot of consistency. You have to keep it in the reel, and I think really need to get engaged with that reel. So my request would be like be precise on your content. Put quality work, not the quantity stuff. That's what I can say. Again, I'd like to thank VEDA's College for such an opportunity. You guys gave me a chance to express my feelings, my thought about the industry, and I really, guys, you guys should visit our studio in Mumbai, and I really want to visit your premises someday. Yeah, thank you again for this small interview. Thank you, and all the best.